Deepanie Perera.
Gokulan.
Welcome, Gokulan. Come on in.
Thank you.
Again, thank you very much for being here this morning.
Welcome.
And appreciate your interest in a career with Target Resource.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is my business card.
Sure.
So you didn't have any difficulty locating the place?
No, not really.
All right.
It was easy to find.
Good. Was your parking taken care of?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Now I realize you have a long name, Satha Gokulan Kulatheva Raja. How do I call you?
It goes as Gokulan. That's the shortest
Okay,
version.
so to call you as Gokulan.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Gokulan. Let me first explain the process in our selection. With this being the preliminary screening, you'll go through some very preliminary approaches that we put all candidates through, and you'd have another interview, right? So the whole process consists of 2 interviews and a placement test.
Okay.
So you'll have to take the test, which runs for 3 hours, and we would let you know, we would communicate to you in due course whether you're through from this session and how long, details, etc. About the process.
Yeah, that's
All right?
great.
Any questions you'd like to ask?
Not really for now.
Please feel free to ask questions so that as we go on, we can clarify matters
Sure.
and have a productive discussion. All right. Today's discussion would take us about 15-20 minutes,
Okay.
plus or minus,
Okay.
and then we'd close it, and within a day, we would get back to you on the progress of the session today.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I realize you have had a lot of experience in terms of your tertiary education.
Yeah.
I'd like to start a discussion from there.
Sure.
Could you please elaborate?
Yeah. I'm just doing my degree at ACBT now. I'm currently studying for my 3rd year, which I will be completing at May 2011.
Right.
So I have just another 8 more units to complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you taking them in like two semesters?
Yeah, I'm taking 2 semesters so that I can complete my degree and
Okay.
be available to work on a full stretch.
Good. So any specializations that you're interested
It's
in?
on to marketing and management,
All right.
and I have a slight interest on marketing as well.
Okay.
To specialize more onto marketing.
Okay, so your preference, your preferred field
Is
would be
marketing.
marketing,
Yeah.
right? And as a result, you're pursuing this particular
Yeah.
position. So when did you leave school, Gokulan?
I graduated in 2009.
All right. I'm going to make a few notes here.
Sure, ma'am, you could.
All right. And when did you enroll for your degree program?
I enrolled in 2009 on July.
So have you been full-time on studies?
Yeah, I've been full-time on studies, but recently, for the last couple of months, I've been working in my friend's company.
Okay. Which you have not stated here?
Which I've not stated yet.
Okay. Can you please elaborate your
Yeah.
current role,
Yeah,
current work?
it's a
Because-
part-time basis job. It's a photography company, and I used to work as a business development manager, kind of like where you talk to more clients and get more business to the organization. So that's the job role I play into.
Good. So how long have you been working there?
I've been working there, it's like almost 4 months now.
All right. So if you can share with us the significant achievements you have made during this 4 months period.
Yeah. One of the major achievements is we've been able to increase our client portfolio. We have discussed with many clients, and then where we were operating minimum of 10, and now we have around 20-25 people in our client portfolio. So
Wow,
that
that's
has been
wonderful.
good. Yeah.
Okay. So the reason for increase has been entirely you?
Yeah, it has been me as well as the other colleagues in the organization as well, because there are another couple of people who's working.
Right.
So it has been a team effort.
Excellent. So Gokulan, tell us, you have stated in your profile that you're results oriented. Taking examples from your work, school life, experiences, could you shed some light on that?
Yeah, sure. Basically at school it was very much on sports such as cricket and basketball. But when it comes to work and my college life, I think I've been good at my results when it comes to the educational side, which I lacked at my school level. And when it comes to work also, I think I've been really good. I've been able to produce some results, get the clients going, because that is my major role, right, as a business development person. So I think it's pretty good on that.
All right, good. Also tell us, other than your results oriented, what do you believe are your strengths?
I think what I believe as my strength is the confidence that I have on me and the amount that I believe that I could do on something, that I can perform on that scale.
You believe in your
Believe in
potential.
Yeah.
Gokulan, who has had a lasting impact on your life, framing the way you think, the way you do, etc.? Name one or two people who you consider role models and why you consider them to be your role models.
I think one of the best person I could state is Steve Jobs. I like him because of the simplicity that lies behind him after all the achievements he has made and the special knowledge that he possesses in marketing, because he has been the person behind marketing for Apple after all the products. So I think Steve Jobs is one of my best role models that I could state.
So you like to become a Steve Jobs in marketing? Is that what you're trying to be?
I don't think I can replace him, but somewhere close by.
Okay, interesting. Any questions you have to ask from me? And please feel free to ask anything as we go on.
Yeah, I just have a small question on career progression. I would like to know what I would get when I join Target Resource in the career sense.
All right. Now I was to get there when I was to explain you the company and the role. But since you popped the question, I will take you through. Let me try and explain to you graphically.
Yeah.
Your position is here, executive.
Yeah.
All right, and you will be provided training and development for future roles as well, and you'll report to a manager.
Okay.
That manager in turn reports to a head of the department, who is at a GM level, general manager level, reporting to a CEO.
Okay.
All right, and that CEO to a director. So in effect, based entirely on your performance, this is your progression.
So that's the part I would grow
Yes.
through Target Resource on my job.
Exactly.
Okay.
Have I answered your question?
Yeah, very much clear.
Okay. Right now, what I'm going to do is to explain the company to you as much as possible and your role, so that you understand both very clearly. Now, before I do that, I'd like to hear from you, Gokulan, what you have heard about the company and what you already know about the company, so that it would make my life easy.
Basically, I've known Target Resource as an HR company which provides a lot of HR services. That's much I want to know.
All right, that's correct. But that's not all what we do, and we don't necessarily want to be identified as an HR company. We provide business solutions, meaning we are into business consulting. Part of it is obviously HR, so we focus on HR too, and we have a lot of expertise on HR. So a lot of our clients and people out there recognize us as an HR company. And part of it would also mean that we do corporate training, headhunting, recruitment, and things like that, right? So basically, these are the things that we do, and these are the solutions that we offer our clientele. So eventually, we have a vision, and we want to become the Harvard of Asia. So Target Resource to be the Harvard of Asia, and that's the vision that we want to work towards.
If I join Target Resource, does it mean that I have to work in multiple locations?
Well, the answer is, I think, yes and no, Gokulan. Yes, because you'd be required some element of travel, obviously, to those locations. But you don't have to always travel. You could connect with those clients, with those bases, using technology, whether it's on Skype, via Facebook, video conference. All facilities are available with us. Things like that. Yes, so I believe I have answered the question.
Yeah, so that means there's space to work virtual as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So Gokulan, the role requires you to serve the current clientele as much as focus on developing more business, so generating more business. The latter is where you need to focus and where you need to pay much attention. You'll have all the support, all the training, like I said before, and development for future. Is that clear with you?
Yeah, very much clear.
We come to the end of our discussion today, and I have a couple of mandatory questions for you, Gokulan. And the first one's, what's your expectation in terms of your pay?
My current pay is at 25,000, and I would expect something to be around 30,000 range, as it's my second job as well.
All right. And what is your notice period?
It's a 1 month notice period.
Okay. Provided you're selected, are you able to start work with us maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks time?
Yeah, I cannot give a final word on that, but I would have to talk to my organization and let you know on that.
Okay. I have one final question for you, which is a kind of a concern. You mentioned your studies would continue till May next year.
Yeah.
Provided you're selected, how would you balance your studies as well as work commitments?
Yeah, that's not a problem because we would be able to have the classes on weekends and night classes as well. That is being provided for the working community via SCBT. So that's not a problem on that. That can be
Is that
managed.
how you're operating with your current employer as well?
Yeah, that's how I'm doing.
Okay, so any questions you'd like to ask in conclusion?
I think everything is very much clear.
All right.
So I shall have to wait for your call.
Okay. You can expect a call from us in a day, that's tomorrow,
Okay.
with the outcome of today's discussion, and we'll take it from there on.
Sure.
All right. We'll have some formal documentation to fill, but you will only receive them at the next discussion.
Sure, no
Right.
problems.
Again, thank you very much for your interest in a career
Welcome.
with Target Resource, and wish you all the very best. Thank you for your time, Gokulan.
Thank you.